Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and this time I'm actually using my mic. You know, crazy, right? So anyways, today I will be making a critical fantasy passive item tier list. Okay, so there are 6 tiers here. The first is must have. You want this to be equipped at all times. Alright, this is the best item for any class, for your class probably. And then we have the second tier, very good. This is the items that you can use to replace the items in the must-have tier. And then on the third tier, this is the usable items. These are the items that you can equip at one point, such as the early game, for example. And then the fourth tier, almost useless. This is the type of item that you never ever equip, like almost never equip at all. The fifth tier is trash. You don't ever want to use these items, you don't want to craft them, you don't want to get them. It's just a waste of time. And then the sixth tier, this is not really a tier, but this is more like a utility, you know? So it's not really used for combat, it has a specific use. So let's begin with the tier list. Alright, so first of all, Adventure Kit. So this thing is... yeah, this is pretty much trash right now. So what does Adventure Kit do? Let's see on Critical Fantasy Trello. It gives 10 plus 10 intensity. That's the only thing that it gives. So for you guys that don't know, intensity is basically a stat that gives you more faster orb spawn rates. Now the reason why this is very bad is because it has 0 other stats. That's one. And then the second one, this intensity, it doesn't really affect the orb spawning that much. Like, it's only 10%, right? So it's not really that good, and it's not worth using up an item slot just to use this thing. It's just not worth it. You never want to use it, you never want to get it, because it's kind of useless, at least right now. Maybe in the future they're gonna buff it. So next item is Aldrite Axe. So Aldrite Axe, let's search it on the Trello here. It has some pretty decent stats, like 175 to 194 attack, plus 5 crit chance, and plus 140 to 155 magic. And it doesn't really take much, or I guess it takes a little bit to craft it. You have to go to the Abyss and get Kitsune Flame. Or I guess it's not Kitsune Flame, it's supposed to be Spectral Embers if I remember correctly. I think they gotta change it, since, you know, Kitsune Embers, or Kitsune Flame, it's not obtainable anymore, so it has to be Spectral Embers. So we're gonna put this in usable, okay? This is very easy to craft, because just get Spectral Embers once and then you can craft this thing, and it's a very good replacement for Enchanted Blade. And then next one is Ancient Hammer. So Ancient Hammer, this is a pretty okay starter item. You can equip this at level 10 and it gives 50 attack, and it's pretty decent. So we're gonna put this in usable. This is only usable in early games. Actually, let's put Aldrite Axe in very good, since this can be a replacement for some of the items that we see later on. And then the next one is Ancient Wood Armor. This is one of the newer items as well, and it's really garbage in my opinion. It only gives plus 100 health and plus 10 shield. So this is pretty much almost useless. We never use this, we never see this ever. I've never seen anyone across that uses this personally. Maybe there's people that used it, but for now we're just gonna put it in the almost useless tier, because, well, it's kind of useless to be honest. And next one is Aqua Lapis. So this is also one of the newer items. It only gives 350 mana, and you have to be level 30 to get it. But see, this is the thing, you can get mana not just from the mana stat, but also from the magic stat. And I don't mean like the int stat from the stat points, but you can also get it from things like Arcane Spellbook and then Curse Spellbook. Anything that gives you magic stats, magic damage, it's going to give you mana as well. So we're gonna put this in trash, okay, since we're never gonna use that. Nobody is ever gonna use that. And while we're at it, we're also gonna put Mana Crystal in trash as well. And next one is Arcane Spellbook. So Arcane Spellbook actually is pretty good. It gives you plus 100 magic, and it's also not written here, but you have to be level 25 to equip it. So this is a really good early game item, and I'm gonna put it at very good. Next one is, this is one of the newer items. I forgot what the name is. Should be here at tier 4. There it is, Atlantis Armor. So Atlantis Armor gives plus 83 health and plus 11 shield at max. Also plus 11% warding, which gives you damage over time resistance. Now, this is pretty garbage, alright? Let's be honest. You don't need any sort of dot resistance or damage over time resistance because there are no mobs right now that uses that. I mean, gives you damage over time effects. So we're gonna put this in trash. You don't ever want to craft this garbage, alright? It costs 3,000 gold, 35 sand, and 1 mana crystal. You don't want to waste your effort on crafting this. Like, it's just not worth it. And the next is Black Wolf Necklace. So Black Wolf Necklace, definitely one of the best items ever. With these kinds of stats, plus 249 attack, plus 16% crit chance, and plus 24% crit damage at the best, at perfect. We're gonna put this in very good for obvious reasons, and I'm gonna put this above these two because, well, that's just how good it is. And then the next is Cursed Spellbook. So this is definitely one of the best items right now in the game. It gives a max of 444 magic, and also each hit deals extra damage, but you lose 5% max HP. So how much extra damage are we getting exactly? We get 50% more damage for the orbs that we hit, but it's only for orbs. So, I mean, if you hear it like that, you're gonna think like, oh, this is not really that good, right? But nah, this is actually super good. In fact, this is one of the best items in the game, and you really want to equip it. Whether you're a magic user or a physical user, this is literally one of the best items ever. And there is pretty much no replacement for this because it gives you a free 50% damage increase on your orb hits, which is ridiculous. Next one is Burning Torch. So I'm gonna put this on utility, or at least that's what I would say if it's actually useful. I'm gonna put this in trash. Now you guys might be thinking, wait, why is Burning Torch on trash? Like, what did it do? So it basically just makes your avatar light up a little bit, and why I put it in trash is because you can literally just remove shadow in the settings, and this garbage becomes automatically useless because you can literally see everything if you turn off shadow. It's like having night vision. And then the next one is climbing what? Climbing gear, I think. I'm pretty sure the name is climbing. Oh no, it's climbing hook. Next one is Copper Sword. We're gonna get Copper Sword. Plus 25 attack, and you only need to be level 5 to equip it. We're gonna use it. We're gonna put it on usable. This is one of the early game items as well. So yeah, pretty good, pretty decent. It's usable. And then the next one is Corrupted Fang, which is one of the newer items as well. And if I remember correctly, this is pretty useful for magic users. So we're gonna put this on very good. This is, well, judging by the stats here, it's definitely geared towards magic damage. And this is also very helpful for early game flow users, I guess. Next one is Withering Overture. Now this thing is pretty garbage in my opinion. And then the next one is Dual Swords. Now this item is so incredibly good for combo users. Like, this is their lifeline, literally. It's so good. It takes almost nothing to craft, like 45 iron ore, 15 spectral embers. You can get it pretty quickly, and also it gives you at max 149 attack. It's pretty decent, but this is the main thing, you know. This is the main thing that makes Dual Swords so damn good. 33% chance to deal an extra attack for every class orb hit. Now this is just amazing, okay? You can just deal double damage, and if I remember correctly, it also triggers dot damage as well. So like, if you're using flow, if you hit the 33% chance, you could hit a double burn with just one orb. So yeah, it's pretty good. And then Cinderblade. Cinderblade, I'm gonna say it's pretty usable. Now, it's supposed to be a physical item, but it gives plus 50% bird chance, which I don't know what the hell they were smoking when they made this item, because it's supposed to be a damage item, but then it gives you a magic damage over time. I don't know why you would ever craft this item, because it takes 50 spectral ember just to craft this shit. You don't want to waste all of that spectral embers to craft an item that you're never gonna use, alright? So I'm gonna put this at the top of usable. Like, honestly, let's be honest here. It's usable, okay? It is usable, but why would you ever want to use this? Like, these two items, hold on. I'm actually gonna put this in almost useless, alright? I'm gonna put this in almost useless because at least Ancient Hammer and Copper Sword, you can use them in the early games, but where are you gonna use Cinderblade? You're never gonna use this garbage, alright? You're never gonna use this garbage except when you're doing it for fun. Like, it is just not useful at all. And then the next one is Honey Armor. This is also one of those items that you pretty much don't use, like, at all. Plus 500 health and plus 44 shield. I mean, sure, I guess that's some good stats. You know, it's just a shame that I can get 1000 HP with just what, 20 stats points, 30 stat points. I'm pretty sure 30 stat points I can get with just that. It's pretty useless. Let's be honest here. Next one is Hunting Dagger. Hunting Dagger is also one of the more useless items. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have any requirements. It's only like level 1. Yeah, but it only gives you plus 5 attack, so this is almost useless. Actually, I'm kind of struggling. I think it's kind of usable, but it's at like the very, very bottom. So next is Traveler Boots. Alright, let's see here. Traveler Boots gives you plus 6 speed, if I remember correctly, plus 5 speed. Plus 5 speed. It's actually pretty okay, pretty usable for adventuring, for combo. If you don't have agility yet, this is a pretty okay replacement for agility when you don't have it yet. But when you get agility, this thing is just not used at all. And the next one is Enchanted Blade. So this used to be one of the best items for physical users, but ever since the update part 3 came out, yeah, this has no place at all. Plus 125 damage and plus 100 magic. We're gonna put this at the very top of usable because you're gonna be using this a lot in the early to mid game when you don't have all of those crazy damage items just yet. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's gonna hold your hand when you're still on this early stage. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it on very good, because it also has 100 magic, and I mean I put this thing here too, so yeah, it should be there. And then the next one is Slime King Crown. Yeah, this is pretty trash. You don't want to use this. Next one is Lantern. Alright, Lantern is on trash as well for the same reason as Burning Torch. Actually, I'm gonna put King Slime Crown here. And then next one is one of the best early game items, Verdant Cleaver. Plus 40 attack, plus 5 crit chance, or plus 5% crit chance, plus 2% bleed chance, and you only need to be level 10 to equip it. So when you're at level 10, you're gonna be replacing the Copper Sword with this item here. Okay, this is usable. This belongs right here. And then Magician Hat. This is also one of the very good items. Very good for early to mid game because it gives you 100 magic. So basically the same as Arcane Spellbook. We're gonna put that there. And Mana Lantern. Mana Lantern is pretty much unobtainable right now, if I'm gonna be honest with you, so I'm gonna put this on unobtainable. There's not unobtainable. So there we go. Next one is Metal Plate. I mean, Metal Plate, what are you using it for? mobs do basically no damage to you at all. Like, they only do 7 to 10 damage, if I remember correctly, all the mobs in Primus Field. So, this is utterly useless. Plus 15 shield. No one is gonna use this, alright? It's trash. There, you belong there. And then Mining Pickaxe is obviously gonna go to utility. And then let's rank these items on at last, okay? So, Rabbit's Foot is going to go to, honestly, I think it's almost useless. It only gives you plus 10 jump, and plus 10 jump, to be honest with you, it's really not that great. Next one is Sharpen a Rock. This is probably going to go to, at the very bottom of usable. It gives plus 5% crit chance, and plus 10% crit damage, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yeah, so 5 crit chance, 10 crit damage. It's pretty garbage, honestly. And then Crimson Slime Fang. So this is definitely one of the must-haves for magic users because it gives you so much magic damage. I'm pretty sure it's like 249 or something. It gives you 244 magic. And also gives you plus 29% crit damage at max. So yeah, this thing is pretty good. It's really good for magic users. It's definitely a must-have for them. And then the last item here, definitely the best item in Critical Fantasy, Queen Bee Crown. I don't think I need to tell you what this does, alright? So this is the tier list, and that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, you can click the like button, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.